This video will go through how to create a profile view and also how to create a profile within a profile view. To create a profile view, we go to the Create panel on the Home tab and we select Profile. Select Create Surface Profile, and then it will ask you to select your alignment that you want to create a profile from. In our case, we only have one alignment in this file and it's called Alignment 2. We then have the surfaces that we can add to the profile view. So select the existing ground and select Add. Once you select Add, you will see that the alignment or that existing ground surface has been added to the profile list. Then select the Draw in Profile View. After selecting Draw in Profile View, we're met with this separate dialog box. In here, we could change the vertical exaggeration, but I'm going to leave it at 5 times. Select Next. We can change the range in which this profile view will start and stop. I'm going to go with Automatic and leave it as the default. And also the same with the profile view height. In the profile display options, I'm also going to go to Next. And the data bands that are the bands underneath the profile view, we're going to have the station, existing ground, existing levels, and horizontal geometry. And I'm not going to add in any more right now. Go Next, and then this is different types of hatches and styles you can add to the profile view. I am now just going to go to Create Profile View. Selecting the Create Profile View, you will see in the command bar it will say Select Profile View Origin. So I'm going to place my profile view down the bottom left hand corner, or just over here. I've now just placed in my profile view, and we can see that this is the topography along that alignment. I can see at chainage, we'd say 1150, that the existing ground level is 71,617. And at 1200, it is 70.416. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a profile within this profile view. To create a profile within this profile view, we go back up to the Home tab, Create Design panel, and select Profile. Selecting Profile, we will go to the Profile Creation Tools command. Selecting the Profile Creation Tools, you will see that in the command bar it will say Select Profile View to create profile. So to select the profile view, you can either select the profile heading up here, or you can select the boxes down here. Either way will select your profile view. A dialog box will appear. You can rename the profile line, or you can keep it as the default, which will be the alignment name, which in our case is alignment 2, and then VP and the next counter. I'm going to keep all the default settings here and go OK. Going OK, I am met with the toolbar then for the vertical geometry. To add in a vertical profile line, we're just going to use the very first icon. Select the drop down of the very first icon and we're going to select the Draw Tangents. Selecting the Draw Tangents command, I am going to zoom in to chainage 0 and I'm going to snap to the existing ground elevation. I've zoomed in and now I'm going to left click to place my profile. So I've started my profile at the start of the alignment or profile view, and it has the elevation of the existing ground there. I'm going to add in some vertical points of intersection by just left clicking. So that's going to be one vertical point of intersection. This is going to be a second point of intersection, and so on. Within the competition, you'll be given exact locations for where these vertical points of intersection are. Once you get to the end of the profile view, just snap to the very last elevation of the profile view and make sure you're tying into the existing ground and press enter. At all of these vertical points of intersection, you need to have curves. To add in curves, we go to this icon here, which is the sixth icon across. The easiest way to add curves to vertical points of intersection is use the free vertical curve parabola. Left click on the free vertical curve parabola, and in their command bar down here it will say select first entity. Select your entities by chainage. That means select the left hand side and then the right hand side of the vertical point of intersection. Selecting left here first, then you'll see in your command bar it will say select next entity, so I'm going to select over here on the right. After doing that, you can specify how you want to input in the value of the curve for these vertical points of intersection. So if you click on length, you can specify by length, radius, but it's mainly done with K values. So I'm going to select K value and I'm going to put in maybe 100 here. So now we have a 100 K value curve inputted there at that very first vertical point of intersection. While the command is still active, I'm going to go to the second vertical point of intersection. And again, I'm going to left click on the left hand side of the PI and then left click again on the right hand side of the PI. Enter K value. This time the K value might be 200 and press enter. Once I put in 200 there, it says no solution available. Basically what that means is the curve is too big and it's going to get cropped or going to get stopped by this other curve over here. So what I'm going to do, instead of putting in 200, I might put in 100. Typing in 100, you can see that that curve then is created. Go into the next vertical point of intersection and then again left click on the left hand side and then left click on the right hand side of the point of intersection. And we'll say that this K value here may be 50. And then we have just two more points of intersection that we have to add in a curve to. So I'm just going to do that fairly quick. And I'm going to add in 50 for these last two as well. Now I've created the vertical profile line within this profile view. If you weren't happy with some of the K values that you've inputted into this profile line, what you can do is you can go to your grid view, which is the third last icon within this bar. In here, it gives you a panorama of all the information for that profile. So I can see all the K value curves in here, and I can select these K value curves, double click on them and change them. I can see that it will highlight also in my drawn file where that point of intersection is, and I might put it in, maybe instead of 50 there, I might try and go with maybe 75. And it will update straight away. And I might even try and go a bit more than 75. So sorry, that point is actually down here. So I might go to 100 down there. And I might change this second point up here to maybe 150. And you can see it updates straight away. If I wanted to delete out a vertical point of intersection, I come to the third icon here and select very close to any one of my vertical points. Left clicking, you'll see it gets rid of that vertical point of intersection. If I wanted to add in a vertical point of intersection, I come to the second icon in the toolbar. Clicking the second icon in the toolbar, I can just left click then to add in a vertical point of intersection. And once you have a vertical point of intersection inputted in there, you also have to add a curve to these points. Go to your sixth icon, go down to free vertical curve parabola, select free vertical curve parabola, select the left hand side, then the right hand side. It'll say in my command bar here, enter K value, and we can put in maybe